Hello and welcome back all of you my dear students to our new video. Now in the previous videos we have discussed a lot regarding the development of the industries. Okay, the role of MIDC, the role of entrepreneurship in the development of industries, and a lot of topics related to the things that these industries make easy for the people for their day-to-day lifestyle. Now you see, with this power of development, okay, as we have been studying that development is the main thing over here. Okay, we want to develop something. It means our nation and the people who are living there, their standard of living is what we have to develop. Standard of living. Now in order to achieve this purpose, we are doing this industrial development, right? That is the basic thing, because by using raw material we are processing them and then converting into the finished product. That is what basically is the work of the industry. But in that, what happens? This is affected. Now, how do it happen and what are the impacts on the environment by the development of the industries, and what we can do about it, who has the responsibility to take care of environment? This is what we will be learning in our today's video. So let us begin to understand what is the impact of development of industries on the environment that we all are living in. So here industry will impact economy also in a good way. If we are developing some industries, it will always help the economy to grow. But what are the side effects of development of an industry? It will degrade the environment. Okay, how? It will cause pollution. Which type of pollution you might have seen in any kind of manufacturing plant? We require electricity, we require to burn something, or there are different processes that we are doing. In that, what happens? All the smoke is released. Then if we are kind of using water in the processing of these materials in the industries, then what will happen? We will create chemicals, we will use them, or we will kind of use some acids. All these materials will be used in the industries. Now once these byproducts are created like smoke, chemicals and acids, if they are produced by the industries, now finished product, okay, this is the finished product, and these things are the byproduct of this finished product when we are doing some processing on these things. So what happens is that this we will send in market and we will earn money out of this thing. But this, where we are going to give it? We are going to give this thing to the environment, that is the surrounding in which this industry has been built. And if we give these things to the environment or to the nature, then this will face the consequences of these materials that are produced from the industries as a byproduct. Now this will degrade the environment, and if the environment is degraded, what will happen? We humans are living in this environment only. Okay, we are living in environment. It is not like that we are living in certain kind of closed or enclosed dome structure like thing. No, we are living in an open environment. We need to go outside of the house. Even if the air is polluted, it will affect our health. And I told you, what is the main aim of industry? It is to develop or improve the standard of living of the people. And if when I am going outside, my health is getting affected by that action, then how will my standard of living will improve? That is the question. So that is why you see industries can also develop economy, but the side effect is that they can also degrade the environment. Now if we have a lot of money, of course our standard of living will be great. But if we don't have any good environment to live in, then what is the use of all the economic gains that we have done using the industrial development? This is the main thing that is kind of a negative with regards to the development of these things. Now, here we can decide to control the pollution that is going on, because you see, no matter what we do, how we do, environment is going to get damaged due to these actions. Okay, pollution, smoke and all these things are going to be released from the factories, but we can control them. Okay, we can control them, not 100%, but at least our control is 30%, 40% on the environment, so that we could not damage the environment in a huge way that it will cause the extinction of the habitat, the biodiversity that is living in that place. That is what we have to understand by this method. Okay, so industries have the responsibility of controlling this particular thing, that is the pollution. Okay, now one more thing industries have to kind of be responsible for, that is what we will be learning now, which comes under the topic of corporate social responsibility. Okay, so I hope you got the point about the damage of the industry to the environment and the help that the economy gets from the development of industry. Because you see, we have to look both ways. We cannot just focus on one thing, because if we focus on one thing, other will be underdeveloped, and if we focus on this one, then the second will be impacted by that. Because you see, if we don't even set up an industry and we only think about environment, what will happen? We could not grow economically. That is the basic point. But if we want to do this, and if you don't even focus on environment, then this is affected, because ultimately we are doing it for improving the standard of living of the humans. And if this is not well, or this is not proper, then there is no point of having money. So that is why we have to approach it in the both direction. Now let us talk about corporate social responsibility. Now corporate social responsibility, what is this word corporate? I hope by the word corporate you might have guessed that it is talking about a union of people who are working in a particular field. Okay, corporate. Then social, it means which is related to the society. Okay, corporate, people who are working together for a specific task, they are carrying out certain tasks. Social means related to the society and their well-being. And responsibility, I hope you know the meaning of responsibility. Okay, responsibility. It means we have certain tasks to do for the society by the corporates. Now which corporates? Here we are talking about the industrialist. Okay, industrialists. So as you know, there are a lot of industrialists like Tata, Birla, Ambani, Adani in our country. Okay, these are the few biggest industrialists in our country. So what happens is that we know by this that due to industrial settlement and development, environment is getting damaged, and due to that the standards of living, okay, I will write it in short, standards of living of people is getting damaged due to this damage to the environment. So what these people have to do? Okay, what is the responsibility of the people who are doing this pollution? Okay, pollution is one of the most important factor. Now here the responsibility of the industrialist is to spend money. Okay, spend money. How much? 2% of a revenue, like 5 crores. Okay, if there is a company which earns more than 5 crore or 5 crore yearly, okay, revenue or the profit of the company is about 5 crores yearly, then they have to spend up to 2% of that money for the work of education. Okay, education, then health sector, okay, health sector or healthcare, or protection of the environment. They have to spend money in this area. Now, when they will spend money in the education of people, in the health of the people, and protection or conservation works, what will happen? They can also do industrialization, and they can also help out the well-being of the environment. Okay, they will also cause less harm to this environment by spending this much money, because you see, what works can you do in protection of the environment? We can plant trees, we can build certain systems which will kind of filter all the waste material that we are producing from the pollution. Okay, this is the things that we can do to protect the environment. Then, as we know, pollution will cause to the damage of health of the people. Then if we spend money on a healthy lifestyle of the people and healthcare facilities, then what will happen? Again, the standard of living of people can be improved. And if we educate them, then these people will know how to act in certain way, that they also can contribute in the protection of environment. So that is the thing that we have to do. It means corporates have to do as their social responsibility to spend some amount of money for the works of environment. Okay, I hope you got the point. So we don't have to just focus on economy, we have to also focus on environment, and this is the basic thing regarding to the responsibility of the people who are working in that field. So that's all for today, and I hope by this all points you might have got the clear idea and understanding about the functioning of the industries, then the importance of the industries, how do we develop these industries, what is the impact of development of industries on the economy, what is its impact on the environment, and what we can do to protect these things, because we have to develop everything. Okay, and again, by development of industries, if we are manufacturing more, what will happen? It will also attract foreign trade. Okay, foreign, or we can also trade internationally, because you see, not all countries have this manufacturing capacity. Okay, not all countries have the scientific knowledge to build industries and to maintain them and to work in that particular industry, because you see, education parameters are lacking in several different countries. Okay, so that is why foreign trade will also increase. We can also provide the foreign people with the product that we are creating in our country. So this is all related to the industries, and that's the end of our chapter. So I hope you got to understand all the aspects of development of an industry. So that's all for today, and have a nice week ahead. Bye.